Let's look at another form of market, which is oligopoly. Okay, and in this video I'm going to explain to you the meaning of these terms, the types, and what are the key features of oligopoly. In case of oligopoly, the industry has few firms who are producing most of its output, right? And these few firms are mutually dependent on each other for taking decisions about the price and output, right? So what happens is that the product which is produced in such a case is sold by a few firms, right? Between these few firms, right, they produce most of the output which is required in a particular industry. The percentages may vary for that, but they are dependent on each other for taking decision. What that means is one firm cannot increase the price unless and until everyone is looking at increasing the price. Because if one does, the others who are producing the same product, if they don't do it, then their sales are going to go down. So types of oligopoly: a perfect one where the firms produces homogeneous product. There are multiple firms, but they produce a homogeneous product. In case of imperfect, the products which are produced are differentiated. We've discussed this earlier in some of the chapters and some of the videos, so I'm not doing it again. A non-collusive oligopoly is where firms compare with each other in determining price or output. But in case of collusive, they do not do this. They cooperate with each other in determining price or output. When I say it compares, so if one increases, the other one may also increase, right? If one decreases, the other has no choice but to decrease. Collusive will be all of them come together, right, and decide what should be the price, what should be the output. Duopoly: only two firms are producing a product. Monopoly: there was one. Duo, the word as it indicates two, there are two firms which are producing a particular product. What are the key features of oligopoly? There are few firms which are dominant. None of them is insignificant when compared to the other. There's a mutual interdependence. You cannot take a decision on your own. That happens in case of monopoly, where he can take a decision and it would still work in his favor. There are entry barriers. The products which are sold are generally homogeneous, but like I said, it could be even a differentiated one, not necessarily. The demand curve which is facing an oligopoly, because of the fact that it is highly dependent, highly interdependent, if I may use the word, it is difficult to define that demand curve, right? Because the curve may go here or there depending on how the other firms are operating. The price rigidity, the price, even though they are administered, right, but they have to be changed vis-a-vis what other competitors are doing. Non-price competition. Generally, in such cases, the oligopolist tries to avoid a competition which is based purely on price. Because of the fact that if you keep on doing that, you'll keep on bleeding more and more and more and more of money and more of losses, right? The consumer, given the fact that the products may be used interchangeably for these firms, may actually go with the one who sells it at a lower price. But that can happen only up to a particular point in time. So the firms try to compete not on the price, but maybe on the product differentiation.